All right. It is Saturday, July 5th at 7:06 a.m. Yesterday, I did the leg and lymphatic day, and that was a perfect example of me scraping the line, my limit line. Like, I should have kept my beats for the jump around like no higher than 125 beats, and then I'd have been fine that whole workout and the rest of the day. Well, like I said, there's subtle signs, right? And I felt them, but like nausea, right? Nausea has like a billion. It is a symptom of a billion different things. You know what I mean? So, and I'm having obviously like flare issues or some type of issues I haven't quite figured out with my large intestines right now. But I've been bleeding a lot. I always bleed, but it's been just a little bit more normal. So, I've been obviously more dehydrated. But one really fucking weird thing that I have is I got the lymphedema in my right leg because of my DVT, the blood clot I got one out in 2013. Well, I limit the lymphedema with exercise and everything else because those compression stockings are a fucking nightmare piece of shit. So I try to limit it with supplementation, diet, and exercise, and it works fairly well, but it always stays slightly fatter than the left leg, and the left leg has just a hair of lymphedema in it as well. But when I got ulcerative colitis years before I got my blood clot, you know, you get dehydrated quick, and then, I mean, you'd really feel like shit, and you have to go to the hospital and get a bag of fluids. But the wild thing with this lymphedema is, which it's a shitty thing to have, but when you start getting dehydrated from your ulcerative colitis, your body starts trying to pull fluid from everywhere, right? And the lymphedema loves to hold on to the fluid no matter what. Like, it will not let go of that fluid unless it's being forced out. And when you have dehydration from shitting a lot from your ulcerative colitis or whatever bowel issue you have, well, then it starts pulling fluid from everywhere, starts sucking it from every other part of your body. Well, since the lymphedema loves to hold on to it, it's still in my body and it pulls the fluid from there. So I don't go into a full dehydration mode. I have a little bit more of a buffer zone than I used to. So I can usually prevent it by doing some hydration methods like coconut water or like a hydration powder stick or something, you know. I usually drink a shit ton of water anyways throughout the day, but you'll need something with electrolytes to rebalance yourself. Water just won't cut it when you're dehydrated. So yesterday, as you saw, right, if you pay attention right at the end of the jump there, because I stopped kind of abruptly, I started feeling really shitty, right? Like really like even my heart rate like started climbing when I was slowing down. So I had that happen a few times in the past, and I felt good throughout majority of the whole jump, but I should have taken that extra precaution and stayed around 120 to 125 beats. And the rest of the day, basically till about like 3 in the afternoon, because like I said, it takes about 6 to 8 hours for your body to drop fully to resting state after a workout. That's in my case, again, depending on your illnesses or whatever, your state of being. It could take you less, more, whatever, but mine's about 6 to 8 hours. And right after that passed, then I started feeling better, but boy, I felt like shit till like 3 in the afternoon. And yeah, I hate when I do that. But like I said, the symptoms are very, very subtle. Like, 'cause I felt fairly good. Like yesterday when I woke up, I had like quite a bit less pain than I did the past few days prior, and I felt fairly good, right? Even though I was shitting a massive amounts of blood the past like 2 months, but I just felt good, right? But I should have, realized it and everything, always feeling too good is in my life is a bad thing, because normally when I feel too good, like when I wake up and I just am having a great day, almost always I go into the shitter at some point. It's usually the next day. Usually the next day I come down with a cold or some shit, I get that's usually my sign of that I'm getting a cold or something's attacking my immune system or something. Is when I just feel like I feel really good one day, like almost like a lot of the symptoms from all my illnesses aren't there. And I just feel good, even like my brain chemistry seems better. And then the next day I just like boom, hit the floor. So sometimes 2 days in advance, but it's generally just the one day. So I'm still feeling a little slightly a little lightheaded, not too bad. Lightheadedness is a symptom that it's like fatigue, you know what I mean? It's just like it goes with damn near every fucking illness and boop and bang and clang in your body, you know what I mean? So it's plus when you're lightheaded and nauseous, that just like that just goes basically along with literally everything, but it's a pretty big ulcerative colitis or bowel issue thing, right? Because the more you have like ulcerative colitis and you're not taking a bunch of like medicines to try to cover up symptoms and shit, you start realizing like how it works. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, it's great to cover up all the symptoms and everything, but that's not the way to do it. We want to cure the damn thing, right? So, medical industry tries to cover up all the symptoms, which the symptoms give you a pretty decent look into how your body works and helps you figure it out. So I'm not a fan of that symptom covering up. Let's just cure the motherfucking thing, huh? But of course, there wouldn't be a medical industry if we cured shit. So greed takes over there. Greed won. People, none. We're at a loss because obviously all these things are going up and everyone's getting richer. So anyways, so I'm gonna modify my diet, my exercise. It's shoulders. It's Saturday. It's mile walking shoulders. It's great because it's a real mild day. Shoulders, I'm sitting down all my exercises and walk. I can lower the speed and stuff and just take my time. So I'm going to take my time and do a slow mile. Again, how do I feel before, during, and after? Which I'm feeling pretty ripe right now. So I could stop at like 0.13 miles, and be done. But all I know is if I don't do anything today, exercise-wise, I generally feel shittier. Like on my days off from working out, the Sundays and Wednesdays, I just feel like a pile of shit that day because I didn't get any of my fluid moving. I didn't get any endorphins going. I didn't get my body moving in the right direction. Like I said before, your body wants to move in the right direction with exercise. And, again, endorphins for pain. My back's hurting quite a bit more today. It's so... I don't know. All I suggest is if you're ill in some fashion, if you can, move to a certain extent. I'm not saying do a fucking hard ass, kick ass, bone smashing exercise. Maybe get your fluid moving. Like, I don't know, like, yoga and Pilates and that crap is fine and everything, but I don't know. Everything I've realized about exercise, the slowest thing you can do, yes, it helps, like yoga, you're in a balance, position, so you're straining your muscles and you're getting your heart rate elevated to a point. But And I've tried most of that shit too, but walking is like the slowest thing you ever want to do, in my opinion. You gotta move your fluid. Your fluid has to move through your body. You gotta constantly exchange fluid, pull toxins, and replace all the toxic, build up fluid, you know what I mean? It's like, because you get all the fluid goes into the area, pulls the toxin or grabs a hold of toxins, and you want to move so it can cycle, do that cycle, pull all that the fluid that grabbed the toxins out of you and replace it with the good fluids. And that is where you feel good from exercise, in my opinion. So I'm at almost 11 minutes. Oh, fantastic. So if the only thing you can ever do exercise wise is walk, I highly suggest walking. If you're in a wheelchair, I don't know if they have wheelchair treadmills, they might, but if it's warm out, I highly suggest you take a couple laps around your block. Because moving your arms, doing the wheelchair, you get your fluid moving. Get the endorphins going, exchange the fluid, yada yada. But always remember to drink plenty of fluids as you're exercising and after your exercise and throughout the rest of the day, because you got to exchange the fluid you just pulled out of you and, flushed all those bad toxins and whatnot out. So, all right, let's get to the walk. I'm still feeling just a smidge lightheaded and nausea's kind of gone, but I'm chalking that up to being mildly dehydrated. So I'm gonna get a coconut water and sip on that with my water throughout my exercise. But how do I feel before, during, and after? So if I only do 2 minutes of workout or the full 50 minutes, hour, whatever, I'm gonna still do something because I gotta move. So and like I said, I always drink an insane amount of water all day long. Like I love drinking water. Like, I know water's boring. Water doesn't taste like anything, but that's not the point. I don't drink water because I love the fucking taste of it. I drink water because it's essential for your body to live. So all you people out there that, water tastes horrible, shut the fuck up and drink water. Or go ahead, you know what? If you think that way, keep sucking down your pops, die early, goodbye. If you have that stupid way of thinking, then we don't want you around on the planet anymore. Seriously. Because if you can't give, water taste, shut the fuck up. Sick and tired of you people whining and crying and shit. Do something about it. And those are the same people that end up going to the ER for like dehydration, and they have no idea why. Alright. Coconut water. Again, feeling a little lightheaded, but I'm going to take my walk slow. I'm lowering my speed, but I'm still going to try to move as much as I can. So, take a couple sips of this so I can get some electrolytes going in me. I'm going to pull Planty over here. Okay. Again, I show you all the whole 180, the whole 360 of everything, because I want you to see that I'm not editing something and lying about something, because, well, let's just face it, lying is stupid. Lying is for douchebags. Alright? If you lie about shit, then you pretty much are a waste of flesh. You shouldn't lie. So I'm doing this, I'm showing you everything to show you the real, the good, the bad, and the ugly of illness, and being that AI is basically taking over videos and pictures and stuff, so you have no idea like what's real and what's not real. You know, like like Sasquatch photos, Bigfoot. You know, before like people had to fake Bigfoot with like Bigfoot costumes, and then you take a picture. You know, well now they just type it into their AI. So. I'm just feeling like a right pile of shit today. Alright. Again, do what I can, when I can. If I can't do much, then whatever. But I want to try to move a little bit. Ugh. Oh. I only ordered you, I don't know how long ago. Okay. Alright. I definitely need to clean this place out to find a place to put that bastard. Alright. Okay. Okay, let me take another sip of this just to get some more. Try to get a full mile. We'll see. But if the only workout you can ever do is walk, because walking is very good for you. Alright, check the pressure on this. Clear the old eye bugs out, wipe the fluid from under the eyes. Okay, ugh. I tell ya, you got colitis or Crohn's and you're just crapping your brains out, your asshole is raw. Holy fucking shit. Alright, let's try to do this here. Indoor walk. Take your time. Know your limits, but try, if you can, try to move a little bit. So I'm going to start out at like, I don't know, let's say 2.2. And go from there. If I can, slowly increase it. But continually evaluating your body to see if you can increase it. rate to 91 beats. Still 91 beats. Rolling over 5 minutes now. We have 0.185 miles. I'm going to go up another one here. So I'm at 2.3 speed. Run this for a minute or two. Two beats. Quarter mile. Coming up on 7 minutes. If I'm feeling good, around 8 minutes, I'll pop it up to 2.4. Let's try 2.4. Reevaluate at 10 minutes. course, this bastard's falling behind. 0.01 back. Beats. 10 minutes. I'm going to go to 11 minutes and then evaluate. .4 miles. Minutes. I'll give 2.5 a try. 0.7. One beats. Three-quarters of a mile. Two point four. 2.3. .871 miles. So I'm not too far behind, but I had to back up because I was feeling a little lightheaded. .2. I'm going to slowly decrease it as I get to the mile mark. 22:52. .950 at 22:13 minutes, or 24:13 minutes. .5 minutes, drop it down to 2.1. Okay, let's go to 2.0. Mile on here. .9. 1.8. 1 mile. 1.7. 1.6. 1.5. 1.4. 1.5 minutes left. 1.3. 1.1. Okay. First time in a long time, I gotta go take another crap during my workout. Usually I can move enough fluid and stuff where I don't have this issue, but let me show you my walk and then I gotta go for a few minutes and then I'll be right back. So, It was about 28-minute walk. Well, it was about 26 and a half or so, 27-minute mile, 150 active calories. That my heart rate's a little on the higher side because I'm withholding fluid from my bowels. So that is mile walk on Saturday. A little different. Again, how do you feel before, during, after? Continually altering stuff. So I'm gonna go take a crap, and usually I don't feel much anything even during a flare until, you know, in the late afternoon, mid-afternoon. Well, and between like 1 and 3, you know, flare or no flare, that's generally when I start feeling, if I feel an urge at all to go. So fantastic. I'm gonna go expel, and then I'll be back with shoulders, hopefully. Other than that, if not, I will be back anyways, just to fill you in what's going on, not about the shit or anything, but the exercise and how I'm feeling and whatnot. So anyways, I'll be right back.